Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Red Fox Report. Alongside William Rosen, I'm Chiarito. It was family weekend, a time for students to see their loved ones, where I actually met William's family. Hi, Miss Prince.
Marist softball had one of the most dominant regular seasons in 2024, but they came up short in the MAC tournament. This year, they came back with a vengeance. Finished the regular season with a 44-7-1 record. Let's see how they fared in the tournament.
Back on the Marist Minute, I'm Chiarito alongside William Rosen, fresh off the plane from Cincinnati covering the men's basketball season opener at Xavier. Keep it at 10 with men's soccer ranked at 17th in the nation against Fairfield. 10 minutes into the game, Kyle Evans slips in and steals it. He scores his third goal of the season. That would be the only goal Marist would score for the entire game. Head into the second half, just 1 minute in, freshman Alex Vaz gets the pass and sends it in to the back of the net for the lead. Vaz gives the Stags a quick start to the half to make it 2-1.
It was all Vaz in this one, Nick.
Well, Will, we're going to see him one more time just 2 minutes later with a nice touch to gain control. He takes it up the gut and scores again. The freshman scores his team lead in fourth and fifth goal as Fairfield would win 5-1 to give Marist their first loss on the season.
Upset alert! Marist softball playing number 22 South Carolina, and we'll get into Ava Metzger in just a moment. But in the top of the fourth, Sienna Kunze driving one deep to left center field for a 2-run homer. Kunze's first homer of the year would be all the offense the Red Foxes needed. She would earn MAC Player of the Week with a .444 batting average, 1367 OPS, and 1 home run. Jumping ahead to the bottom of the fifth, Carly Shelton with an RBI single up the middle, and this would be South Carolina's only run of the game. Marist would go on to win 2-1, but on to Ava Metzger. She struck out 8 while completing her first game since April 27, 2022, which was against Marist. She had an ACL and UCL injury that hampered her career, but this was a defining moment, earning MAC Pitcher of the Week and leading the Foxes to their first win in program history against a ranked team.
Ava, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
You and Stella have been great. Recently, you specifically in your last 5 starts, 33 innings, .8 ERA, and it started with that game against South Carolina, which I know for you meant a little bit more than just an upset win.
Yeah, no, it definitely brought tears of joy and tears of happiness, just because I've gone through so much just to get to that point of life again and really prove to myself that, I am here and I can do what I did back before injury and can truly believe in myself.
And that win came at a time where in your last 2 out-of-conference tournaments, you guys only won 1 game.
Yeah.
With that being the win, how did that, guys, impact you looking forward to MAC play?
I think that definitely impacted our MAC play. It just motivated us all to be there for one another, and we can beat these really big power-ranked teams. The MAC still has scrappy competition, but knowing that we could beat a Power 4 school definitely helped us to gear that mindset of we could beat anyone.
Every pitcher has to have a great relationship with their catcher.
Yeah.
Can you speak to your relationship with Bella?
No, I love Bella Mannery. We get along so well. I like to have a fun time out on the field, so I'm not always locked in like some other girls, but I just know she will always have my back regardless of what the outcome is, and I love having her behind the dish for me.
And I know Bella isn't the one calling the pitches. It's Joe, and he felt at your time at Manhattan.
Yeah.
He didn't think they were calling a good game for you.
Yeah.
How have you liked Joe's play calling?
No, I think Joe's play calling, definitely kudos to him, because he's really learned me and studied me as a pitcher to know what really works for my game to make me be successful for the team. I definitely agree with him. My time at Manhattan maybe wasn't the strongest, so I'm glad that he's able to really take the time to get to know me as an athlete in order to make my success greater for the whole team.
And the second point that he brought up goes back to that studying. He felt that your changeup was going to be a very important pitch, and when I've actually been able to watch you, I've noticed a lot of batters looking pretty silly when you throw it.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think my changeup has definitely been developed since I've been here, which is such an essential pitch. If you can have an off speed and spin the ball, you're really going to have a hard time hitting off of that, keeping the batters off balance. So I think that's definitely helped a lot.
Just MAC play. how do you guys make sure you stay on course? Because I know the goal for everyone on this team is to repeat.
Oh yeah, definitely. And coming from Manhattan, I didn't even make MAC playoffs. So for me, like just being able to go to the MAC championship will be amazing. But my goal is my expectation is to win the MAC championship. My goal is to win another regional game. So I think as long as our foot is on the gas and we don't let up, it's going to be a really hard time stopping us.
It is a gorgeous day to be at the San Jose Convention Center in California. Super Bowl 60 underway in just 6 days, and that's right, Marist University at opening night. We got the New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks, a rematch of Super Bowl 49. A clean slate. We'll see who comes out on top in 6 days. But that being said, we had the opportunity to talk to some interesting players and media personalities. Let's check it out. Hey, Will, Seahawks got a great defensive line. What is the keys for you and your group of guys to win that battle in the trenches?
Yeah, I wouldn't, you can't single out just their D-line. Their D-line is extremely talented. They have great players, a lot of veteran players, some young guys that are playing well, but their whole defense is extremely talented from top to bottom, can present challenges for you in all, phases of the field, the back end, the middle, and the front. So, we just got to have a good week of practice, execute the plan that the coaches have for us, and put ourselves in the best position possible to go win a game.
I know this may or may not be a sore subject for you because you only played one playoff game, but it was against your brother, Chris. Yes. What was that experience like for you, him, and your dad?
It was surreal to play against that team, and not only Chris, but that defense was awesome. I think about guys like Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham and all these names that I close my eyes, I can picture their pass rushes and stuff like that. It was a special year for the Chicago Bears. And to end it like that at Soldier Field was really tough, and obviously that's the game that I get asked about the most. But it was a great experience for me, and it gives me a good perspective when I'm talking about games and how one play, one block, one extra effort. Fernando Mendoza on 3rd and 4 on QB draw. The blocks on that play. That stuff is powerful, and I'll never lose sight of that because of those types of games.
Was there at any point in the game where Chris was lined up against you, or at any point throughout your careers where you're like, I got you?
Yeah, every time.
Every time?
Every time.
What was your most favorable moment?
Him and his buddies ran a TE stunt, which those of you at home, it's where you ever seen the 2D linemen run like a pick and roll to try to get the offensive lineman like out of sorts? Well, him and his buddy did that to me, and I broke my brother's rib. It was the best thing ever. He yelped. It was awesome.
I mean, did you guys break each other's bones when you were kids?
No, he was 4 years older, so it was kind of like we were in separate areas. My younger brother and I are like 12 months apart.
Okay.
So you had to pull us apart like Velcro, you know what I mean?
I mean, all of these games have big playoff implications coming soon.
That's all we got for you today, but me and Mike will be seeing you in Atlantic City tomorrow morning ahead of Marist versus Manhattan. Take care.